So, in this journey of mine, I found myself thinking about what really matters in life, and I realized that matter is the least thing that matters. That's organic, that's flesh, or any object that is non-breathing, um, that doesn't have air or the spirit, if you may. It matters the least. Yes, it still matters because everything exists for a reason, and it makes our lives easier. But it matters the least. However, we put so much of our energy, so much of our love, intentions, and sacrifices for this innate thing that doesn't even live. We sacrifice the love of our family, our friends. We sacrifice the humanity, that little voice in you that says, help that old man cross the road, or give that homeless person your jacket or your shoes, even if it's flops, because you see it's going to get cold. You honor those flops that you're probably gonna throw away in your cupboard and not even know that they exist until 6 months after, and they could have been used this whole time. Like, I'm not here to blame anyone for not giving or not thinking about that. I'm just making us all aware of how our minds, our priorities, and how society and basically capitalism, or this competition rush that we are put on like rats in an experiment, has really taken us away from who and what we truly are, our humanity, that love in nature, in our authentic selves, the selves that we are created to be. We would never pick an inanimate object over a human soul. Look at babies, for instance. A baby would love their teddy bear that they sleep with, and they also not develop this attachments with because they're taught by their parents, or maybe the cartoons they watch on TV, that this is valuable and it means a lot to you. But however, if there is someone suffering, let's say another human being crying, or they see a homeless person sleeping in concrete and it's cold, and they know that that fluffy teddy bear of theirs gives them some warmth, although it won't be enough for outside, it will be some warmth. That child, without being told by their parent or anyone, would give that teddy bear their favorite toy to that homeless person, just to offer some comfort, just to ease a little bit of his pain. Now, this was not taught. This came as instinct. This is something this baby was born with, and it happened automatically because there's not a lot of rigid propaganda, or maybe propaganda is a big word. Before, once told them what are these conspiracy theories? Yeah, there's gonna be 2 to 3 types of people that listen to this. There's gonna be ones that are gonna be like, oh, she's one of those conspiracy theorists, and there's gonna be ones who actually open their ears and not only listen with they are trained or militarized ears for this kind of society, and listen with their souls. There's some that are going to actually put themselves in that child's shoes and remember themselves at that age as pure and untouched, unsoiled beings. And they will resonate with what I say. They will know that not only some of you guys will probably think, oh, I actually did that once, or something similar to that. But now I forgot it because we're living in this rush. It has to be competition to survive. I need to tramp on them so that I get on top of them, because there's not enough. There's limited like that. The amounts of money printed is limited. Money doesn't grow in trees, like they say, which is the biggest lie of them all, because paper is made from wood, which is from trees. So let us use our discernment. Let us give ourselves a chance to be in a quiet place where there is no influence. There isn't even television, because even by its name, it tells you that it's telling you a vision. So it's telling their vision. Don't take it and make it yours. Only use what you resonate with, what your soul agrees with. Don't just take it at face value and say that, okay, so I guess this is what is because it's showing on the screen, or this is what is because the certain celebrities who are making it in life view it and say it like this, or the governments, people who are ruling, the leaders, they say this and they believe this, so I also say this and believe this. You are helping the illusion or the illusionist use your energy for their good and not yours. And here I'm not talking about even the Illuminatis or whatever, or sacrifices. No, 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 no. Let's just come back. I'm not that far. I do not speak about something that I do not have proof of. I might, tend to almost believe a certain idea, but if I have not proven it to myself, and I'm sure that it exists just like that, I would never express it to someone else as truth. I'll be doing that person a disservice, doing myself a disservice, and the other people that person will come in contact with, because information becomes a ripple effect, which leads it to being knowledge, because now a larger group of people are believing it becomes the norm. It's still not wisdom if it's not fact checked, if it's not truth, because a lie known and believed by a lot of people in this earth or in this day and age is now considered truth or fact. Whereas what actually proves something to be true is not the amount of people that agree with it or the status of the people that agree with it or say it. It's actually its existence in itself. Is it like that? And nobody else could determine truth for you. You have to look at it yourself. Be honest with yourself. If there's things that you still don't get about it, that is okay. I'd rather you say, okay, I'm a bit confused about this, than say, because this president or this celebrity said it like this, it is like that. No, you're becoming a puppet. You imagine the amount of precious energy that lives within you. This is energy that builds worlds. It builds galaxies. It's the same energy. You're just giving it away like that to be used for someone else's gain. Probably doesn't even know you. I'm not saying we shouldn't have idols or people that we look up to. That is very good because it's motivational. However, have a mind of your own also. Take some time to think about certain concepts, especially if they could lead to life or death for you and your family, if they could lead to life or death of not only just your flesh but your spirits and morality and principles. Those things I think would need more of our attention, more of our discernment, more silence, more blocking of what is coming from the outside, and let what is inside speak. So what I was thinking, okay, let me try to get at my thoughts. So basically, what I'm trying to say is, what matters is not determined by who is considered to matter or what is the most shiniest or biggest object or admired object that exists. What matters is determined by what you don't see, something you cannot touch and feel. There can never be a bias to it. It's spirit, it's that silent voice within you that you cannot get its message wrongly, because there is no biases that are possible with it. If maybe it came at us as a certain color or smell, it's possible for you to interpret it in another way, or maybe that smell or that color is from a memory of a trauma in childhood, so you interpret the message in a different way from how it's intended, which then will not be true. But spirit or the creator was so smart, or is so intelligent and amazing, that it decided to keep that eternal, essential part of us hidden from the senses that could discriminate, the senses that are able to judge good from bad, or black from white, or female from male, rich or poor, Christian or Muslim or Hindu, and automatically place certain feelings towards these labels that could influence your actions and how you portray them to your children, which means you also be teaching them lies, continuing this lie. The best advice I could give anyone who actually wants to be able to discern truth for themselves. I'm also in a journey, not that I've mastered all of this, but while I'm growing in spirit and while my eyes are getting opened, once I've seen something working and the truth within it, I would love to share it with the people who are willing to actually take it in, and use it for their lives. This way, there is a chance for this earth. There is a chance of us all building a new earth for our children and our children's children. A place where peace will reign over war and destruction. A place where truth is triumphant, where truth is more important or matters way more than profit or status or power. A reality where we remember that true power actually exists in that vulnerable, authentically true self of yours, because that is the only energy that can actually create. Force, anger, and all of that you think you're creating, no, you're either stealing or you're destroying something else to get what you feel like you need. It's not, you're not creating, you're not using your best. I don't want to call it a tool. I need a better word for this, because I respect it so much. Spirit, you're not using your best self, yes, which is your higher self, the most high within you, to create. So whatever you think you're creating or you're doing, it will not last, it will perish, just like the material that you are fighting for and stepping on top of your brother or sister's face for the land, because it is given certain importance. It's the same soil. Yes, there is in your heart, it has significance. However, that soil, that dirt, is it worth killing 1,000 children for? Is it worth listening to the screams of them burning and not even understanding why would somebody do that? Why would somebody put them through so much pain? What are they gaining from this? If you'd be able to go to those children while they're in that pain, excruciating pain, and just explain to them why that is happening to them, they would think that adults are crazy, they lost their minds, they are backwards. I'm not putting blame on anyone. I'm just saying, let's remember what matters. Let's remember what is real. We are the creators of these objects and materials. We are the guardians of the land and the species that are in this land. We do not work for them. We are the masters given authority by the Creator Himself of all the things that have been created and will be created. Why are we belittling ourselves so much to become slaves to the very things that we created ourselves? That's just something to think about. So matters the least. What does not matter is what matters the most. I love you guys.